How's it going, guys? New books for November 9th. Little late getting around to shooting this, but couldn't find the time. So this is all the books I picked up on Wednesday, plus one back issue and also a trade. I've read some of them, so I'll add in a little insight here and there, but not all of them quite yet. This is a back issue from last week, I think. This is Motor Girl #1. I was super excited for this. I mean, it's a Terry Moore book, so I'm going to pick it up, but really liked the first issue. Sam's a war vet, and she works in a junkyard, and there's sort of this big corporation that's now coming in and trying to buy it. Her gorilla friend, who I'm pretty sure is imaginary, and then we also get some UFOs thrown in at the end. So there's a lot going on in this first issue, but I mean, Terry Moore's track record with me has been great. I loved Rachel Rising and what I've read of Echo I've really loved. So I'm going to be picking this up for the long haul. I'll be sticking on that book. So, and I think it's going to second print already, so grab a #1 if you can. I mean, I know what's happened with his books in the past, like Rachel Rising exploded. That #1 was quite valuable for a while. So. And then these are the books that came out this week. This I didn't pick up on Wednesday. I just went out and grabbed it yesterday. This is Violent Love #1. It's written by Frank Barberi, arts by Victor Santos. It's not exactly my typical type of story. It says crime/romance on it. You flip through it. I was a little bit disappointed because looking at the cover, I really love the black and white with like the red accents, and I was hoping that the interiors would be the same way. They're not. It's full color on the inside, so a little disappointed by that, but we'll give it a shot. I don't think I've ever read anything by Barberi before, so we'll see. Another #1 that came out this week, one that some people really didn't like. I was kind of okay about. I didn't think it was anything amazing, but I've ordered the next couple of issues, so I'll at least get the next couple. This is Mother Panic #1, written by Jody Houser, artist by Tommy Lee Edwards. My complaints about this book, they don't give you a whole lot of reason to like your main character in this first issue. I mean, I actually kind of dislike her. The Mother Panic costume looks kind of lame. I mean, she looks like a sports team mascot. The story that she's investigating is kind of interesting. This cult type deal that is using people and sort of killing them to make artwork. But talking with Scott yesterday, it sounds like they've done that in Daredevil already, at least in the last 6 months. So I don't know what to think about this book. I'll read the next couple of issues. I'll give it a shot, but not overly impressed with this one. Also, the artwork is not something I'm crazy about. It's like they wanted to get Sean Murphy, and he's too expensive or something, so they get the next best thing. I mean, the artwork fits the style of the book, but just feels like Sean Murphy just not as good. So, I mean, like I said, I'm getting the next 3 issues, or next 2 issues, so we'll give it a fair shake, but I don't know. She's not a likable character at this point. The costume is just ridiculous. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not overly excited about it. I jumped on Detective with the last issue, so this is 944. I've been liking it so far. I like the mixture of characters in it. Batwing's coming in, and I like the stuff that's going on with Spoiler and her sort of dealing with what happened to Tim Drake. So I'm interested in continuing to read this book. I'm loving the Albuquerque covers too, by the way. Much more so than the regular covers. Shipwreck #2, written by Warren Ellis. Art is by Phil Hester from Aftershock Comics. Phil Hester's art in this, I don't know if it's the way that it's colored or what, but it's not quite what I want it to be. But I'm going to pick up the next couple of issues. I wasn't as crazy about this one as I was the first issue. It's really bizarre. I mean, it's a Warren Ellis book, so what do you expect? I think it's a 6-issue mini, so I might as well, I'm in 2 issues in, I might as well stick with it. And I haven't read the rest of these, but this is Green Valley #2. Really loved the first issue. Loved the whole sort of like 80s fantasy feel that these covers have going on. And the artwork on the interiors is really good as well. So really looking forward to that. The end of the first issue was crazy, so hopefully that keeps it up. I jumped on Hal Jordan, The Green Lanterns with this issue. This is #8 because this is Bottled Light Part 1. I'm really loving the other Green Lantern book. I went back and got caught up, the Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz one. I stayed away from this one because I'm not a big fan of Hal Jordan. At least in 2016, I'm not a huge fan of Hal Jordan. I think he's sort of overused. It has Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner in it as well. So for what it's worth, I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see. But they're $2.99 books, so it's a lot easier to, but they're double shipping. So I'm going to be careful about whether or not I stick with that. But like I said, the other Green Lantern book is really, really good. And then I picked up Doom Patrol #3 from Young Animal, of course, written by Gerard Way. This book has been really cool so far. I mean, it's weird and it's kind of funny, exactly what I want a Doom Patrol book to be. I'm assuming this is this issue is about Danny, as it says Danny Comics on it. So we'll see. Like I said, really liking that book, so liking where it's going. I also picked up one trade this week. I had to go run and grab it. This is Nowhere Men, Volume 1, Fate's Worse Than Death. I've been meaning to read this book for a long time. Now that it's coming out again in single issues, I want to give it a shot. It's exactly my type of thing, so really looking forward to this. It's looks really cool on the inside. Looks there's some prose and stuff in there as well, which I like when writers mix that in every once in a while. Written by Eric Stevenson. Like I said, it's coming out in singles again, so decided I'd finally give that a shot. So that's it for new books this week. I don't even know what's coming out next week. I haven't even looked ahead. I should have 2 more weeks of picking up books at the shop, and then my first discount comic book service order is going to come in, and then going forward, I'm going to be ordering through there. So my haul videos are going to be once a month as opposed to once a week, but I'll have more books. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I appreciate it. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.